I'm not here to teach you what to think, I'm here to teach you how to think. At the very top of the stairs was the biggest painting I had. Right next to the door was the painting known as The Birth of Venus, where you have the Venus god in a seashell, completely nude woman standing on a seashell. The idea that I was trying to convey there is that by the time they got to the stairs, the paintings at the bottom of the stairs were women with men or women with their clothes on, all looking towards the top of the stairs. As you climb the stairs, the paintings got progressively more and more nude, more and more artistic. You get to the top of the stairs, right before the door of my apartment, and you have the birth of Venus, the birth of her new identity, being the woman in your home. And this tour starts at the bottom of the stairs when I say, "Welcome to my world." Now, I've actually had some women tell me at that point, "I bet you bring a lot of girls here, don't you?" I know what they were asking. Here's how I responded. I'm very picky about who I bring over here, and I don't just bring anybody, so don't you ever comment on me about something like that again. I made it a point to say, I don't just bring anybody here. If I'm bringing someone here, it's because I see something about them that I like. They're special to me in some way. And the girl would always say, no, I didn't mean it in any bad way. And I'll say, well, okay then. I'm letting her know that, yes, I do bring girls here, but I don't just bring any girl here. And not only does that let her know that I have taste, but that lets her know that she's also special too. I once helped this guy decorate his bachelor apartment, and the way his apartment was structured is that as soon as you walked into the front door, you walked in onto his living room, you went from the living room to the kitchen, and then from the kitchen to the bedroom. Now, one of the things that he was into was that he was into old black and white movies. So one of the things that we came up with is that he found a magazine that had tons of pictures from old black and white movies that had dominant men and submissive women. He filled up the entire wall of his kitchen between the living room and the bedroom with those images. He did the same thing there that I did with my hallway. He made sure that the pictures had all the faces facing the direction of his bedroom, so that when she's standing in front of all this artwork, subliminally, all the faces are pointing towards the bedroom of these dominant men and submissive women. It worked. Now, does the one picture or the one setup guarantee that you're going to have sex? No, of course not. It's all these things working in tandem together. When I finally get her into my place, I take her jacket, I hang it up, I'm a gentleman about this. She walks in and says, "Wow, your place is amazing." And I say, "Well, let me give you the tour." So I take her on this tour. I start off by the kitchen, which is pretty safe. I go into the living room, which is fantasy land. And then I say, "Oh, you gotta see this." And immediately I take her to the bedroom. Here's what I've got in the bedroom. The ceiling and the back wall of the bedroom is painted in a color called Moonless Night. I then have glow-in-the-dark stars stuck to the ceiling and the back wall. And I tell her, listen, lie on the bed. You're going to see these glow-in-the-dark stars shimmer. It's amazing. So she goes to lie down on the bed. She's already had a tour of the place. And at this point, it's relatively early in the evening if I brought her over for dinner. Here's why I'm doing this. I go ahead, I close the door, I turn off the lights, I close the blinds, I lie on the bed with her, and I say, "Look at the stars." Now, if it's early in the evening, the stars aren't going to shimmer as much because there's still a little bit of light coming in from the outside. But it's still a neat effect. And I tell her, okay, here's just how it works, okay? Close your eyes, and when you open them, your eyes will automatically adjust to the new light environment. And she says, "Wow, this looks so cool." I said, "I know, isn't it neat? It's just like when you're camping outside and you're facing up at the sky, but you don't have to deal with all the bugs and the critters and the cold. It's the best of both worlds." And immediately I get up after that and I turn on the light. I don't even try to hold her hand. I don't even try to get sexual. And what I tell her is, listen, I know it doesn't look great now, but later tonight we're going to come back here and I'm going to show you how amazing it's going to look. She's already been in the bedroom once. So later in the night, when it's time to take her to the bedroom again, it's not like she's never been there. She's already been there. She's already been on my bed, and it was a safe environment.